Welcome back everyone. In today's video, we'll be checking out our Thanos collection. Let's start out with our first Thanos figure. This is our tallest figure in our collection. It's definitely over 12 inches tall, which is over a foot tall. And in his left hand, he has that infinity gauntlet. We can press the button and the gauntlet lights up.
You dare stand between me and destiny?
Let's turn Thanos around so we can look at his entire armor. He definitely has a lot of armor on, which makes it really difficult for him to stop. Add that with his strength. And we'll definitely keep this figure towards the back since it is the tallest figure in our collection. Let's check out these two figures next. What's really neat about these is we can add the voice activator right back here on each of these figures. And these two are about the same height. What's interesting is this one doesn't have a gauntlet and this one does. Here's a closer look at that gauntlet, and most of our Thanos figures do have a gauntlet in the left hand. Let's definitely get that voice activator going for both of these figures. Let's start with this Thanos figure with the voice activator. So this voice activator didn't come with Thanos, but what we can do is put this on his back and then it will have his voice once it's plugged in.
You can't stop me from collecting the Infinity Stones.
What we do is just press that button. It'll get Thanos to talk or make sounds.
My power cannot be matched by the likes of you. Your power is nothing compared to mine!
Now let's try it with this Thanos figure. So we'll plug it into the back just like we did with the other figure.
You can't stop me from collecting the Infinity Stones. My power cannot be matched by the likes of you.
We do have another voice activating Thanos figure, and this one's a little bit different. So it does have that voice activating spot right there in the back, but it also has one on his arm or on the gauntlet right there. So let's definitely give this a try. Let's see if it has different sounds than the back does.
Your power is nothing compared to mine!
Let's try it again.
You can't stop me from collecting the Infinity Stones.
Let's keep adding Thanos figures to the collection. This Thanos is really neat. It's a lot heavier than the typical figure of this size. And this one does not have a gauntlet in hand. We'll put this Thanos right back there. And next up we have this Thanos figure. It has a little bit of that metallic look to it and a lot of posability to it. And he does have the gauntlet in his left hand on this one. We'll put this Thanos right there. Hopefully he can stand. Otherwise this will be really easy to position the feet on that one. This is another Thanos. So some of these are a little bit, or quite a bit smaller than the ones that we had been showing. And I've definitely collected a lot of these over the years. Some I've picked up more recently, but a lot of these I've had in the collection for a long time. And let's put this Thanos right over there. This one's really cool, it has a lot of detail on it. You can see the gauntlet in the left hand. Yeah, tons of detail on this figure. Really like all the armor. And we'll put this one over there. This is also a really neat figure. So yeah, a lot of these Thanos figures have really cool detail to them and just really neat, tons of armor. And no gauntlet on this one. So far, about half or a little bit more than half have had the gauntlet and some haven't. Okay, this one's really neat because we can pull down this lever and then he'll do a punch action.
My intellect cannot be matched with the yellow Mind Stone.
We can also press right here to activate the sounds.
The Infinity Stones are mine. Stay out of my way. You can't stop me from collecting
Let's definitely check out that super powerful hook punch again.
You will never be able to escape as long as I have the blue space stone.
And his gauntlet left hand does light up on this one, so that's neat. All right, let's put this one, how about we'll put this one right over there. Next up, we have a Build-A-Figure. These are so awesome to build. So the Build-A-Figures, basically you have to buy a figure, and each figure within the set comes with one piece of the figure. And once you complete the set, you can build the figure. So we can definitely build this Thanos figure. So what we're gonna do is start with his leg. We'll have to watch out for this armor. We'll kind of flip that there. And let's put the other leg on. Already coming along, let's get the left arm, his left arm on, and that's the one with the gauntlet, and we'll try to get to snap in. There we go. Now let's move on to the right arm. So what we'll have to do is kind of adjust this, that way we can put this in there and it snaps into place. And let's put his head on next. Definitely needs that, very important. There we go. So that is what the Build-A-Figure looks like, all built. And this Build-A-Figure can go right over here. We have another Build-A-Figure. So let's start building this figure. This time let's start with putting the head on. Again, the most important part. And this time we'll put the arm on next. So we'll go his left arm to right arm. Just snapping these into place. Some snapping easier than others. There we go. And his leg next. There we go. This figure is all built and put together. Let's take a look at all around of this figure. And let's put this Build-A-Figure over here by the other Build-A-Figure. Here's a look so far at the Thanos collection, and there's actually one more Build-A-Figure that's already on the table. Do you know which one it is? If you're guessing this one, you are correct. This one is also a Build-A-Figure, and how you can tell is we can just pull off the leg just like that and put it back on. So that's our third Build-A-Figure. We'll put that back over here so we can keep going with the Thanos collection. Next up, we have this bobblehead Thanos. So we just shake it and the head bobbles like this. So these are pretty cool too. And I actually have a taller bobblehead or pop Thanos figure that we're going to unbox in this video. This one is really neat and definitely the tallest pop bobblehead figure I have in my entire collection. Let's take a look at the back here. It looks like there's a lot of figures to collect within this set. We have all these figures. It's time to check out this Thanos figure and add it to the collection. Here it is out of the box, and it is really neat. I like this. This is a cool figure, and it's super tall. It's much taller than this bobblehead. So yeah, that's a mega head bobble right there. So really cool design to this and armor. Just really neat figure. Definitely excited to add this to the collection. Let's check out that bobble. Again, that bobblehead. That's just really neat. We'll do them at the same time. And this one's like looking over at this one. Maybe, I don't know, for some reason looking over at this one. I'm not sure exactly what he's thinking. Next up, we have Thanos in his robot. So first up, we'll check out the figure. This is the Thanos figure. And then we have the robot that the figure goes in. And what we can do is open this and then put our figure inside. Somehow we have to connect him to the back piece of this. That way he'll stick. There we go. And we'll position his feet also. And this will go down, and now he's in his robot. Let's get those arms out a little bit, that way we can fit this armor completely over him. And there it is. We have two more Thanos figures. This one has lots of spiky armor. And then there's this lever we can pull down. We'll check that out in just a little bit. But yeah, wow, that's lots of different spikes on his armor. So what happens when we pull down that lever is this right arm or right hand swings up and down. And he has the gauntlet in his right hand this time. So that's a little bit different than the other ones. Let's find a place for this one. How about, let's go over here. I think that's a good spot for it. Now we have one last figure to check out. It's this one. Really neat design on this one. Lots of awesome armor. This time he has that red nano gauntlet on his right arm, right hand. And this one, I have a perfect place for it. Let's put it back here. Here it is, everyone, our Thanos figure collection. And we still have to check out the gauntlets, but this is all of the figures. Let's check out the gauntlets next. These are not figures, but they are part of the Thanos collection, so we'll take a look at these. We have 3 to start with, and then we have a 4th, last one we'll check out in a little bit. So the first one here in the middle. This one, there's no place to put the hands right there, so you can't put your hand inside this one and move the gauntlet around. These other 2 and the last one, we can do that with. And this one doesn't have any lights or sounds on it. It's just kind of more of a simple, basic gauntlet. And lastly, we have our mega huge size gauntlet. And that's this one. Now that everything's on the table, here it is, everyone, the Thanos collection. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.